So back in September, I've unboxed and I gave you my first impressions of the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus. And those were the iPhone 7 in matte black and the iPhone 7 Plus in silver. And then a few weeks after, in October, I've received 2 more iPhones. So this time my own personal iPhone, the iPhone 7 Plus in matte black, and also that really shiny unicorn jet black iPhone 7 that's pretty much out of stock everywhere. So hey everyone, welcome to Dozen of Tech. I'm Daniel, and in this video I'll be comparing the jet black iPhone 7 versus the matte black iPhone 7 after about 6 weeks of use and see which one held up the best and also which one is overall the better option. Enjoy. Now the first difference between these two phones is in terms of the boxes. So yeah, starting off with the unboxing experience first. If you order these from the Apple online store, they both come in this cardboard box, and if you open that up, you actually get to the actual iPhone box, which is protected by this plastic foil. So let me just remove that, and you can probably tell right off how awesome the jet black iPhone 7 box looks. So it's completely black on all sides, and especially with that plastic wrap still on, it looks a lot like the actual shiny jet black texture of the iPhone that's inside. Definitely one of the most epic phone boxes I've ever seen. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of the jet black iPhone 7's box? But yeah, it has an iPhone branding on both sides. On the top and the bottom, I'm not exactly sure how well you can see this, but we have an Apple logo. And finally on the back we have the capacity. So this is the 128GB, and we also get a listing of everything that's included inside the box. And by the way, the jet black only comes in 128 and 256GB. So there's no 32GB jet black option for the iPhone 7. So if you really want a jet black iPhone 7, you have to get it in 128 or 256GB options. Now in terms of the other iPhone 7, the iPhone 7 Black or matte black, the box is simply, well, it's exactly the same white box that we get with all the other iPhone 7 models, so nothing too special. We basically get the same iPhone branding on the sides, Apple logo on the top and bottom, and the capacity, and then what's included inside the box on the back. And yeah, as you can see, the first difference between these two colors is the box itself. Which one do you guys think looks the best? Now, when it comes to what's included inside the boxes, we basically get the exact same accessories in both. So we get a booklet which includes the quick start guide, which covers the main features and ports of the iPhone. By ports, the single lightning port. And we also get a SIM eject tool, then the warranty and the safety guide, and some Apple stickers. Now, as you can see, all documentation and the booklet, everything is still white, even with the jet black iPhone 7. So they're not black as you would expect, and they should have made at least the Apple stickers black in my opinion. Now in terms of the accessories, first off we get the new Lightning earpods, which this time, by the way, they do not come with a plastic carrying case like we had with the iPhone 6s and before. We also get an adapter on the back, so a 3.5mm headphone jack to Lightning adapter so that you can use your old headphones, then a Lightning to USB charging and syncing cable, and finally the power adapter, which unfortunately is still a slow charging 0.5 amp one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We get exactly the same contents inside both boxes. So now let's remove the plastic foil from each phone and take a closer look at them. So starting off with the jet black iPhone 7, this is actually my first time seeing this in person, and I have to say it simply looks stunning. It reminds me a lot of the old iPhone 3G and 3GS design. It's really shiny, and it feels quite interesting. So the back doesn't feel like plastic or metal. This is essentially polished aluminum, and it certainly doesn't feel as cold as the raw anodized aluminum that's on the matte black iPhone 7. And most of you are probably wondering, how does this compare to the black stainless steel Apple Watch? And as you can see, they're pretty similar indeed. The Apple Watch is a bit shinier though, and it looks a lot more like metal, whereas the jet black iPhone 7, it looks a lot like glass, even though it doesn't feel like glass at all. And you can probably see how well this phone was made. So the edges of the phone, they have the exact same finish as the jet black on the back, and along with that perfectly black display, the entire phone feels like just one piece. One single piece of this jet black polished aluminum. Now the jet black iPhone looks amazing, but the only downside is that, well, it scratches easily. Apple even states this on their website, and they do suggest you use a case on it, and I've had this out of the box for just a few minutes, and as you can see, I already have some small hairline scratches on it, and this was like, what, a few minutes of having it out of the box, so yeah, it definitely does scratch. Indeed. So yeah, this one seems to scratch from pretty much anything. Now moving on to the matte black iPhone 7, this one looks much stealthier. So it doesn't stand out as much as the jet black one, and it also feels much cooler to the touch. And that's because this is anodized aluminum, and even though it does attract smudges, as well. As you can see, they're definitely not as noticeable as on the jet black iPhone 7. Now on camera, because of the lights, the matte black looks much brighter than it actually is. In reality, it's a pretty dark gray, so it's actually much darker than the 12-inch MacBook or the aluminum space gray Apple Watch, so it definitely looks much better in person than it does on video. Okay, so I've been using these iPhones daily for more than 6 weeks now, so let's see how well they managed to survive in this time. So taking a closer look at them, first off, the matte black iPhone, this one seems to still be, it seems to still be perfect. There are no visible scratches at all, and the smudges, they can be easily cleaned off with a cleaning cloth. So far, so good. The matte black seems to be perfect. Now, the jet black. So it's all scratched up. And I've been using this literally every single day for the past 6 weeks as my daily driver. And interesting enough, I even use this with a case. So I only took the case off when I got home, and I do take really good care of my devices. I never dropped them, and this thing's still scratched like crazy. So I don't know if you can see, but there's actually a massive scratch right in the middle of the iPhone, and this is a permanent scratch. It's a really deep scratch. No idea how this got here, so it's not coming off no matter how hard I try. And then there are also quite a lot of tiny scratches on the bottom, which at the beginning were only visible in direct light, but now, no matter where you look from, you can see them there. So in the end, even though I used the case on this and I took really good care of it, it's still scratched. And yes, I do have to say, the jet black, it looks incredible. Even the box looks sick. And yeah, even if you do take really good care of it, and even if you use a case on it every single day, you will still get a few scratches from literally dust particles that get inside the case. So what's the conclusion in all this? Well, you can probably tell that the matte black is overall the better option. Even though I do have to say that in terms of looks, I still prefer the jet black iPhone 7. Oh, and by the way, Apple's actually working on a jet white iPhone 7. And since that will be white, this means that you won't be able to see scratches on that easily. But yeah, let me know, which one do you prefer? Do you like the shinier look and feel of the jet black iPhone 7 even though it's prone to scratches, or the matte black option instead? Also, in case you already have an iPhone 7, which one did you get? If you have enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more iPhone 7 coverage, and also feel free to give this video a like if you have enjoyed it to let me know, and also feel free to follow me on Twitter at ZenOfTech for more tech updates there as well. Let me know if you were epic enough to make it to the end of this video, and also don't forget to turn on notifications on my channel on both desktop and mobile. On mobile by simply clicking on that bell icon next to my channel so that you're notified as soon as I upload a brand new epic video. But yeah, this was pretty much it for this video. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I'm Daniel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. ZenOfTech, signing out. Cheers.